Hello and welcome to the Qualicum Questers website. My name's Bob Rowe. I'm just one of the team members here. Have you ever wondered about parallel universes, other dimensions, UFOs, alternative healing that so many people are using and doing these days? How about hands-on healing, sound healing, Reiki, homeopathy, acupuncture, chiropractic, energy healing, distance healing, and much, much more? How about chakras? Acupuncture meridians, the Earth's own meridians, they're energy lines in the Earth. What about quantum physics, the morphogenic field, remote viewing, dowsing, remote influencing? Would you like to find out more about this? Or would you like to meet with other people that have the same curiosity? Why don't you come and visit us at our meetings? You can check out on the calendar of events when the meetings are, and you can get the contact information on our About page. Stay tuned for a few glimpses of some of the speakers, and when you want to go and see the full amount of information from the speakers, just go to the previous videos. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you, Barbara, for inviting me and the Qualicum Questers for this is C.
Have you ever wondered, when you're using your pendulum, are you getting the right answers? Or if you've never used a pendulum, have you ever wondered, could you get answers from your pendulum? Would it be possible? And what would I use it for if I could use a pendulum? Well, tonight we're going to get the answers. Carol is here, Carol Lefebvre, a fully qualified person to answer these questions and even more. After a life-altering event, Carol was drawn to healing, and when you're drawn to healing, you start hearing energy, vibrational medicine, you're automatically drawn to spirituality. And she has been doing this for over 27 years. Please help me welcome Carol Lefebvre.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. So, my specialty is working with the unconscious mind, removing programs and reprogramming. So, I like to show you who I am visually because that will definitely penetrate your unconscious mind. This is just a little bit about who I am. I'm a little bit of an inventor. I make energy products. I work with crystals. I make healthy raw food, not always, but try to. I like drumming, I like painting, and I love my dog, Maggie. And that's a picture of me quite a few years ago when I was doing a paradigm shift and someone took a picture and it came out kind of funky like that. And one of my favorite things to do is walk in the forest every day, so I have lots of forest pictures here. So the technical stuff.
So we're very privileged tonight to have Karen. She's going to speak to us about enneagrams. Karen's a student of life, a student of personality, a student of spirit. What I said about the group, I had written here, who am I, why do I do the things I do? And we could just as well ask these questions of our group as of us. And we will come next week, I said.
And thank you, everyone. Thanks for having me. Way more people than I expected. So that's a really great thing. And
in thinking about our bodies and our souls in our bodies, there's always something more. There's always a place to dig deeper. There's always a larger, broader scope that we can look at. So, Colin.
Okay, thank you. Well, good evening, everybody. Tell me, I'll just do a little survey. How many people have not heard of homeopathy or know a little bit about it, but have heard of it, but know a little bit about it? So, can you raise your hands? So about half don't know a lot about homeopathy. Okay. How many people have taken homeopathic remedies? Hey.
Welcome.
So how many people have taken remedies? Okay, quite a few. And how many people have been to a homeopath and had a consultation? Yeah, 3. Okay, good. I expected the group to be fairly aware of it anyway, because I'll give you a bit of a history. The developer of homeopathy was a physician in Germany back in the 1700s, Samuel Hahnemann. He was a trained physician, and he basically gave up practicing medicine because he felt the current methods of medicine at that time were actually doing more damage than good, with the bloodletting and the purging and the leeches and all the other methods they used at that time. So he gave up being a physician and basically went into translating medical texts. Basically, he spoke 5 or 6 languages, so he was able to translate medical texts from one language to another. So he came across a text that he was translating, and the author was dealing with cinchona bark, which the active ingredient is quinine, which was used for treatment of malaria. So the basic writer came to the conclusion that it was effective because it was very pungent taste. So Hahnemann thought, well, a lot of products have bad taste, so that couldn't really be the reason. So what he did was start to experiment with quinine on himself. He did not have malaria, so he started taking doses of quinine, and he noticed over a period of time that the symptoms he was experiencing from taking quinine were very similar to what the symptoms are in malaria. So he was getting the fever and the other symptoms that are related to malaria. So he started to think, well, if a product causes symptoms in a healthy person, and we know that it heals or helps people with malaria that have the symptoms, so he came up with this law of similars, which is really the basis of homeopathy. So a product that makes or gives or causes symptoms in a healthy person will actually cure those symptoms in a sick person. So.
Okay, our speaker tonight, Daniela, she's here to give us some assistance. She has a business in the News Bay, which includes biomolecular quantum healing, shamanic healing, and counseling. She also has a crystal shop, a wonderful shop, in the lower level of her house, and it's a wonderful place to spend some time. The topic tonight is going to help us with all this information. We have so much information coming at us right now, it's just bombarding us. And we stop and wonder, well, how's that affecting me? Do I need to know this? Should I pay attention to this? And all these questions you're asking yourself and someone else. She uses her wisdom, her intuition, and her channeling. Please, and she's going to do the presentation first, and if you'd withhold your questions until she asks for question time, if that's okay with you. Please help me welcome Danielle.
Thank you. Can you hear me all right? Okay. Hi, my name is Daniela Reyes, and I am a biomolecular quantum energy technician, which is a big word, but it means I do what you would do when your vehicle doesn't run properly, and you take it into a garage and you put it up on a hoist and plug it into a computer. And our bodies are basically a biological computer. We have energy that runs down and up. We have both flows, and energy affects us, just like any computer. It changes our programming. Everything about us is frequency coded, meaning our DNA. Remember learning this in school? 90% of your DNA is junk. No, it's not junk. It just hasn't been turned on yet. That's our potential that we haven't even reached yet. What turns it on? Frequency. So think of our DNA as a big long hallway, and you've got doorways on either side. And each doorway has this key lock on it. And when we reach a certain frequency, bloop, that door opens up. And what's behind that door? Well, there's experiences. There are abilities. There are information packets for our body to start changing and shifting to hold more energy.
And my work is all about spreading your wings and soar. That's what I want for everybody on this world. When I was around, my 20-ish, and you would have said to me what's broken can be mended, I would have said, no way, no way. Meanwhile, I know I can look back at my trauma and can say, yes, I see a scar, I know what I went through, but I can be neutral about it. And the balancing method I developed over 20 years now, and the balancing method is very, very fast. I usually have never a client more than 6 sessions.
So much gratitude for you, so much gratitude for you and what you can do for people, and just the way that you just can hone in on. I knew what I wanted to kind of talk about today, but it's just like the way you was able to facilitate that for me is just amazing, like such a gift you have.
The focus is on releasing traumatic emotions. So Dr. Bruce Lipton tells us again and again that between 95 and 97% of our life is controlled by the subconscious. So we have to heal on the subconscious level.
My name is Kirsten, and thank you all for coming. This evening we are hearing from Lois, Christine, and Carolyn all about horses and horse medicine, and I can't wait. Sorry, I forgot one thing. We do like to thank the ancestors, acknowledging that we are residing within the Qualicum First Nation territory. So we like to thank the ancestors for this beautiful land and space that we have to enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, thanks for coming tonight. Christine, Carolyn, and I would like to introduce you to what it's like to be in the company of horses.
We're also very excited to have with us tonight a unique teacher, and I say unique because I've been in Jill's yoga classes before, and she always encourages us in the class to go within and be inquisitive about what's happening in our bodies, to our bones and our muscles and our joints, and really pay attention to what's happening inside. Translates out into everyday life because it helps us to remember to be mindful of what we're, how we're moving and how we're taking care of ourselves. Please help me welcome Jill Sawchuk.
You did great. It's a good description, hey? I'm really honored to be here, actually, and I'm kind of sad Helen's not here because she's the one that initially introduced me to this group, and I'm grateful that she didn't come because she's at the same time because she has germs and she's keeping them at home. That's good at least too. And I'm not much of a speaker. I don't know if that my parents would agree, but I'm more of a teacher, and probably the most rich part of what we'll do tonight is when we get moving in actually feeling our own bodies. But I have prepared a little talk just to give a bit of an introduction to what I do.
18. And so tonight she's here to present Grown-Up Rainbow Children's Play Shop. So it sounds like we're going to be playing tonight. You are playing tonight. That's great. Sam states that what she really loves to do is to help people remember who they truly are, to recall their innate skills, and realize their direct connection to the creative force. We're looking forward to our playtime with you, Sam. Okay. Please help me welcome Sam Shields.
Hey, wait, before you go, you can see more of the videos on the previous videos tab. And if you want to get in contact with us, go to the About page and you'll find an email address to contact us. Thanks for stopping by.